I can't even full screen. It's permanently windowed. What the fuck is up, gamers? It's your boy the Goods, and we are here. We are here. What the fuck is my drink, big dog? Fuck is it? There it is. The fuck is up, gamers? I gotta remember to look at the right screen. It's your boy the Goods, and we are here for episode number 1, the very beginning of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Now I know what you're thinking. What the fuck is this? Why are we doing the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles and not parts 2 and 3 of Ace Attorney? That's because I'm saving those for winter time. That's right, those are in the winter. I'll be doing the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles now. Let me just check the news, because that's something I'm going to start doing in my videos. And I'm also recording these a fuck a ways in advance, like way in advance, because I did all of Baldur's Gate, and I did daily Baldur's Gate uploads. It's February 4th right now. I think it'll be cool. I think it'll be cool to, like, upload. These will be uploading in, like, fucking, like, March or some shit. It's February 4th right now. Christy Gnome warns of possible civil war. George Stephanopoulos shuts down interview with Senator J.D. Vance. What else is going on? What else is going on? U.S. plans more action in the Middle East. Take our border back convoy. Oh, we're fucked. We're cooked. Alright, let me get into the game. Holy shit. I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. For the longest time, this whole game here, I was upset. I was like, why could they not have made some shit with my squad? You know what I mean? Why did they have to make, like, a new game in, like, a different era where none of my homies were there? But fuck it. Oh shit, so this is a whole trilogy. Oh wait, no, there's like 2 of them. There's Adventures and Resolve. Alright, fuck it, I guess we're playing Adventures. Alright, cool. The Great Ace Attorney Adventures is what this is. Fuck it, yeah.
The Empire of Japan.
They have
After
anime.
opening its doors, a push for cultural transformation.
That's actually kind of
great
nuts.
waves of Western influence to this far eastern
Alright,
island
yeah,
nation.
fuck it, let's get it. I can check Discord on my
The
phone,
revolution
so I can
washed
see how
over the
it
land,
is.
making life in the capital exciting and
It's a little
unsettling.
fucking loud.
It was a period of great change, and some was swept away by the tide.
I should pay attention. I know nothing about this. Oh shit! Why they look like that? Oh nah. Oh nah.
But for one man, the turbulence of that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
There's no way he's getting out of this one. There's no way Weenix fight Ace Attorney.
The adventure of the Grand Departure.
Bienvenue à la Carnival.
November, 8:43 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicature, Defendants Antechamber 5.
I still can't believe it. I still can't believe this is happening. How can it be that just beyond the doors to this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate? Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck?
What?
Oh, no, nothing.
Save your glares, murderer.
Sorry. Kinda nuts. What the fuck? That's not Phoenix Wright. My name is Rinosuke Naruhodo. I'm a second-year student at the Imperial Yume University. 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. And now here I am, awaiting my trial.
That's enough.
Oh wait, that's enough. These not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer.
Who are you?
I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today.
Lawyer?
Yes, and until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat him as a criminal. So you will hold your tongue.
Technicalities. Look at you. You haven't even graduated yet.
Who the f- Why does he have a sword?
And yet, I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. Right, you know Skay.
Oh, yes, of course, sorry.
What are you apologizing to me for?
Oh, No, I suppose that wasn't my fault. But really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry. There you go again, apologizing. Just like always.
Though I must say, you've been all over the newspaper these past few days. Yume University professor murdered in cold blood by student. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you?
Of course not. You have to believe me. I didn't do it. I could never murder someone.
And there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up. Hold your head high.
You mean...
I believe you. I know you're innocent, Ryunosuke.
That's gonna fuck me up. Kazuma Asogi, my best friend. Also in his second year at Yume University. He's far more clever than I, a star student in fact. He's even a qualified lawyer. Impressive considering he's still an undergraduate.
It's not that impressive. The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old. Here in Japan, anyway. My qualifications don't mean much yet.
You said the exact same thing 3 days ago. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma, truly. 3 days ago. Yes, that's when all this started.
Congratulations,
Kazuma! It looks like you're going to get a study abroad at last.
I know. I've been forever dreaming of this day. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and success in court.
So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world. I'm really happy for you, and proud as your friend. There's not a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. He's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around his temple.
And I want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own very eyes. The heart of the British Empire.
Oh, wait, the heart of the British Empire? I wish I could see it too. I don't. Ew!
Then come with me. We have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's city of London together.
If only it were that simple.
Oh dear, look at the time. I better be going.
Alright, see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a while longer.
Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner.
Hey, why do you say it like that? Why do you say it like that? Straight after all that, that's when it happened. Alright, bet. I have no idea who this is. Asogi, may I have a word? Oh shit.
Oh, howdy! May I have a word? Professor, I didn't know you were coming. Well, this case is personal significance to me. But never mind that for now, Asogi. You should go immediately to the judge's chambers. To His Excellency's chambers? Why? He was looking for you before. You advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. It seems there may be some confusion about procedures today as a result.
Who is this man? I feel as though I've seen him at university before.
I see. I'll go at once then.
I shall accompany you.
Alright then, Ryunosuke. I'll see you in the courtroom.
Why did they have to make his name so fucking hard to pronounce? Yes, thanks, Kazuma. I'm not used to the, like, animations. Why did they do that? This was so good as, like, a 2D game. Ah, this is awkward.
If I may,
Yes, sorry.
you must be the defendant, Ryunosuke no Hodo, I believe.
Yes, that's right.
My name is Eugene Mikotoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yume University.
Ah, Professor Mikotoba. I've heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad.
Sergey's told me about you. You and he are best friends, I understand. As such, I feel you should know.
Know what?
Well, as you've no doubt heard, Asogi's been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. However, if he should fail to defend you in today's trial, I'm afraid that permission will be revoked and never granted again.
What?
As I suspected, you were unaware of this. I had a feeling Asogi may have chosen not to tell you.
He's agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered? But I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing?
The administration chose from a large number of applicants for overseas study. It's very difficult to persuade them. It's very difficult to persuade them to grant permission even in the most favorable of circumstances.
I don't believe it. But I didn't do it, I swear it. I'm not a murderer.
I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless, I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial.
Sorry? What do you mean?
You'll soon understand once proceedings get underway.
But then what should I do?
Well, naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction.
Right, so...
As soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a question to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, "I do."
I do? But what will the question be? Surely not...
Do you accept the accusations brought before you?
Or do you accept the accusations brought before you?
Of course not. Defend it!
Court's about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once.
It would seem our
Jesus fucking... Whoever decided that this game was no longer for children and started putting words in there that I can't fucking pronounce, count your fucking days. Count your fucking days, because I'm getting real sick of not being able to read.
surreptitious discussions.
I know that word, too. I know the word surreptitious. It's just seeing it written down throws me for a fucking loop.
So allow me to summarize. Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial.
Wait, what?
Of course, as the defendant, the final decision is yours. What are you waiting for? You want to be found guilty for failing to appear? Get moving! There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway.
Oh, shit. This is it. If this trial goes badly, Kazuma's dreams of studying abroad are over. And what's more, I'll be found guilty of murder. And so, with absolutely no idea of what lay ahead, I embarked on that unforgettable trial. My one and only chance of proving my innocence. The trial that would decide my destiny. What the fuck is... I press T for history? I know what autoplay is. 22nd November, 9 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicature. Courtroom 2. Look at this fucking dude's face. So this is a courtroom. What is history? Oh, it just... okay. It just shows you. The transcript is the word people normally use. I wonder if they're gonna have, like, funky, like, other lawyers. Supreme Court of Judicature. No court in the land has more power. I don't much like the look of those people sitting in the public gallery. Lots of military and other uniforms in there. Oh, he's fucked. The powers that be have demanded this be a secret trial. A secret trial? A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend. What? Why? It'll become clear in time. For now. You need to concentrate, Rinosuke. It's about to begin. Oh, it's fucking time. Yo, what the fuck? Oh, holy shit, why'd the judge look like that? I don't even know what voice to give him.
The court will now hear the trial of Rinosuke Naruhodo.
The prosecution is ready, Your Excellency.
as is the defense. Dude, the music goes actually insane, and the judge looks so cool.
Before we begin, there's one point of order I'd like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate.
That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself.
Normal procedure is for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I am obliged to ask for final confirmation now. Who advocates for the defendant in this trial?
Oh! This is it. This must be the question. Who's going to defend me? That's the question the professor meant. But then, if I say I do... I need to answer quickly. What should I do? Answer I do, answer I do. Your Excellency, no confirmations needed. As I'm standing here beside the defendant, I hope it's clear who will advocate for his defense. Ah! Hold that thought! He actually put his fucking hand up.
What is the meaning of this unruly outburst?
I would like to inform the court that I, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, will be defending myself.
You'll be... What?!
Yo, the music goes crazy. What are you playing at, Ryunosuke? Professor Mikotoba told me everything. Just now, before the trial. He did what? He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose. How sad. It means you don't have faith in me. You think I won't be able to get you off. No, it's not. Why is it so homoerotic? No, it's not that really. It's just that, well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you... Yes. I knew that's how you'd feel. Which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. Professor Mikotoba shouldn't have stuck his nose in.
Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial.
Well, well. Does the accused admit defeat already? Renouncing his own counsel, really?
Objection!
Who's that? Is that him? Objection. Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows the defendant's innocence is so apparent, he's confident he can speak for himself. Isn't that so, Naruhodo-san? Yes, exactly. Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all. The music goes way too fucking hard, dude. I'm going crazy. In fact, my mind's a complete blank. I realize you're in charge now, but still, you're trying to look so bewildered.
Well, for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court, you must have perpetrated a most heinous crime indeed.
As you are no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court of Judicature of Japan. Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present. Do I make myself clear, Defendant Naruhodo?
Yes, Your Excellency.
It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you've undertaken.
My competence? What does that mean? He's questioning your ability to do the job, idiot. Well, he can't be questioning it more than I am. Fucking Christ, this is a mess.
So, let's start with the very simplest of questions.
Yes.
Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case.
Oh, well, that's easy enough. I've heard his name more times than I care to remember. But, wait. Ugh, I'm so nervous, I can't even remember that. What was it again? Ryunosuke. Let me guess. Your mind's gone blank? You know me so well. All the relevant information for this case can be found in the court record. But I can't even find that! It's simple. You can access the court record with the pressing E. Okay, well, clearly not, because I've pressed it like a million times. We're pressing it right now, and nothing's happening. Okay. If you ever find you've forgotten something, just consult that. It's all in there. I just have to press E for the court record? Alright, there's no time to lose. This is a list of everything you've collected. Try switching to people instead with E. You'll find details about the victim in here. When you're done, just press Z to go back. It was John H. Wilson? So remember, everything to do with the current case can be found in the court record. Now, you better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. Find the victim of the people's... I already did that. Oh, okay.
Yes!
The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson.
Tish, hush, well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university.
Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England, invited to UMA University 3 years ago.
Indeed, which is the reason why this case has such profound implications. The British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally. And as most of you will be aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations.
There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation.
And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman's been spilt on our soil. You two are both undergraduates at the Imperial UMA University, are you not? Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education. Have you no honor?
Ugh, but I didn't do it!
This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter.
In other words, our feeble government's scared of upsetting England's policymakers. And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime. So that's why this trial has unusual peculiarities, is it? Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. All because the victim was an Englishman. Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman. Say Englishman more fucking time. The nationalities and treaties won't make any difference from here. The fact is, I was at the scene of the crime. Oh dear, look at the time. I better be going. Alright, see you later. I think we already fucking saw this shit. Can I like speed up the... There we go. The fuck is this? Wait, what the fuck? Story mode in place of autoplay, allowing you to progress through the game automatically without having to press any button. The answers to questions, presentation of evidence, etc. are all handled on your behalf. I could turn story mode on and just read. Fuck that. Should definitely be saving the game. British Empire. Wow. Something. Wait. I've seen that man at university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. I don't know his name, but still, I should go and say hello. So I went over to the professor's table, chatted, and introduced myself to Dr. Wilson.
Now then, let me pose my next question to you. Defendant Naruhodo.
Yes, Your Excellency.
How did this professor of medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson, lose his life? State before the court the cause of death.
Cause of death? Well, obviously that was, You know, Sky, remember that in court. Every assertion must be backed up by evidence. By evidence? But how? Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor was killed by a gunshot, and then present it.
Yes!
Well, According to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma.
Murdery, you imbecile!
Leave me alone.
That's the post-mortem report, I take it.
Sorry, yes, that's right. The post-mortem. Fuck, I can't read either. In the West, a doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way. Oh, I see. As long as I'm not gonna be tested on this thing, I don't care.
This is a so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime. You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion. In other words, we should assume the victim was shot at close range.
Thank you, counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the record.
So that's a photographic print. Well, that's something I've never seen before. It's clearly superior to a drawing. The detail's incredible.
Very well. I'm satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial.
The fuck was that?
Certainly, Your Excellency. So, without further ado, in order to better apprise the court with the facts of the case, the prosecution hereby calls its first witness, who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened.
Oh, this is it then. I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind. The professor? You mean Dr. Mikotoba? Yes. Clearly you're the defense lawyer today, not me. But that doesn't mean... Well, I can still act as your assistant. Ah, of course! When he was speaking with me before, he simply said Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he? Maybe, but any help you can give me would be greatly appreciated, Kazuma. Well, my first piece of advice is, rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweats. Only if you rein in that crazy headband and control the cold stares first. Hey, that's crazy. Who the fuck? Oh, he did it. Oh, he did it. He did it. I'm calling it right now.
Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please.
Of course, my name's Sotaro Hosanaga. I am the head waiter at a Western-style restaurant called La Carnival.
Jesus fucking Christ. It's worse than me. Are you alright? You seem to be coughing up some,
It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me.
Well, it really, really should.
As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern corner was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants, an occidental eatery 3 days ago.
I don't know why I keep, thinking that this happened on a boat.
Understood. Hosanaga-san, you will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident. At once, sir.
And no petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please.
Oh, perspiring maybe, but aspiring?
It was just after 2 p.m. the day in question. We have a few diners at that time of day. The lunchtime rush was over, and there were only 3 tables still occupied.
That fits in with my memory of it, too. There was hardly anyone else in the place.
It was when I was there in the kitchen, putting away crockery and cutlery. A gunshot rang out, so I hurried to the dining area to see what had happened. I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair, and standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student.
Hold on, let me just clarify something here. Well, I did pick up a gun that I found lying on the floor beside the professor. I didn't shoot him.
I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness's report of what he saw, you amateur.
But...
The next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you will be penalized, Defendant Naruhodo.
Don't worry, Inosuke. You'll have your chance to fight back. For now, we must just quietly listen to the witness. Ugh.
If I may confirm one point, waiter, standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court today.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, without question.
I see. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim?
No. There was no one else around that table but the deceased Englishman and the university student. Wait, what did you just say? What did you say? What did you say was weird? There was no one else around that table?
What's the matter, Inosuke?
That's just not right. When I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello, there was a woman sitting opposite him at the table.
Really?
And that's not something the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do? I have to interject.
Yes!
Objection! Just a moment, please. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table.
Objection! Dear me, what are we going to do with you? With your blatant disregard for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Could it be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all?
But I'm sure of what I saw. Usanaga-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy? No. The deceased gentleman came to dine alone. I don't believe it! I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day. Please, have a look if you'd like to.
Let me see. A sketch of the establishment's layout drawn by yourself, I presume.
That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone.
Well, you're clearly a conscientious waiter.
Thank you, sir.
The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence.
Oh, well,
Is there a problem?
of course, here you are. What's that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now. Something certainly seems to have shaken him. What the fuck? Why does he not want to give that up? Alright, he needs to knock it off. That's a bit much. That's crazy.
So, the court has now heard a proceed of the case.
Yes, at the moment the gunshot was heard in the restaurant, the only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. It would seem we're looking at a black and white case here. Defendant Naruhodo.
Yes, Your Excellency.
If you admit your guilt on this stage, the court will think to look mercifully on you.
In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. I call this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court, but I must warn the defense if you're determined to pursue matters further in this trial. The prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime.
What do you think I should do, Kazuma? What do you mean? Well, I'm gonna be found guilty one way or another, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence? Everyone keeps telling me this trial is unusual about these peculiarities. You've said it, Professor Mikitoba's said it, and so is the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this. As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent and I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing to now throw that trust back in my face. Is that it? What? If the accused is in fact innocent, then the defense lawyer is duty bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Are you going to abandon that duty? Are you going to give up on yourself? The battle hasn't even begun yet, Rinosuke. The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We're 35 minutes in. Alright, hey, time out. Listen, I'm cutting it here. Thank you for watching. In the next episode, I'm going to finish this shit up, hopefully. Bye-bye.